Well, the rich get richer. The Winnipeg Jets have picked up Paul Stastny from the St. Louis Blues in exchange for a first-rounder, Eric Foley, a college player, 20-year-old for Providence College, and a conditional fourth-rounder. What do you think of this package going for Stastny?
Well, the big piece going the other way is obviously that first-rounder, and it's a big price to pay for a guy like Paul Stastny. You know, let's face it, he wasn't on the top of anyone's trade list board, probably for the fact that he plays for the St. Louis Blues and no one expected them to be really getting rid of players at this point in time. But you know, I think the Winnipeg Jets had to go all in. This is a sign that this team is serious about contending for a cup. They are probably the #1, if not #2 or 3 contending team from the West right now, along with Nashville and Vegas. So getting a guy like Stastny, it bolsters their forward group. Whether he's going to play the center or the left wing spot is probably left to be determined, but it's a pretty big pickup.
Yeah, and they're already a very potent attack. I believe they're third in power play, right up there in goals per game in terms of total offense. So this adds another layer, and I think if I'm Kevin Cheveldayoff, I'm feeling pretty good. I know that the first rounder is going out the door, but when you have that window of opportunity, which they do in a West that's top heavy, and then the rest just kind of fall behind them, I think you got to go for it.
Yeah, and this is a team that never really does anything at the trade deadline.
That's the thing.
That's been their MO. So they've been stockpiling picks and prospects, and you know they still have Carl Connor, they still have Jack Roslovic. They retained all their prospects, and they're giving up a first-round pick that, let's face it, is going to be, what is it going to be, 25th or higher in the draft. So you're not losing that much. Still a big price to pay for a guy that doesn't provide a ton of offense, but maybe you don't need it. Maybe you just need that depth player, and if it adds up to a Stanley Cup, no one's going to be complaining.
For once, the Jets are all in.